For the final time in Season 4 of the NR2003 Red Bull GT Series, I say good evening and welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway as this is season finale night here on the Blue Hedgehog TV. 7 drivers have a chance to win the Season 4 Red Bull GT Series Championship, and it's going to be a fun one here today. Of course, we got Emma Keizer starts on the pole position. Keizer cannot win the championship, sadly, but she is 13th in the points, would like to finish her season in the top 10 in the points after tonight's finale, alongside of Sebastian Palmer, who's 24th in the points table. Andrew Williams, 35th in the standings, will more than likely finish 35th of the full-time drivers that have run every race this season. And Eric Alpha in the 27, he is 17th in the point standings. As you look at the rest of the starting lineup, you saw where our championship contenders will be starting in tonight's race. Here tonight. One last time, let's roll these cars off. Get ready for 107 laps of green flag racing. The 7 drivers that are still battling for the championship are E Cervantes, S Redmen, K Langeland, J Ard, J Goforth, Alexander Underwood, and J Askraov. Askraov is a bit of a long shot. Cervantes leads Redmen 14 points, 22 over Langeland, 31 over J Ard, 38 over J Goforth, Alexander Underwood 39 points back, and 43 back at J Askraov. Couple of drivers really long shots, if you ask me, so it's really going to be a fun one. We also have S Redmen, who leads by 29 points over J Askraov in terms of the rookie year standings. Rest of your top 10 that are mathematically eliminated from the championship: Skylar Taylor, 51 points back in 8th. She's eliminated. L Bianchi, 58 back in 9th. And P Albanus, 10th, who got eliminated from championship contention last week. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The pace car is off. We are about to start the final race of Season 4. And the final race in the championship for Season 4 of the Red Bull GT Series is green. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go to turn number 1, drivers. Let's see who wins this championship. As Keizer enters turn number 3, 107 laps of racing. A lot of storylines we're going to talk about. Who's going to win? We already know about the championship as far as, drivers that are in the championship hunt. We talked about the rookie of the year deal. Jordan Hitchcock is making his Red Bull GT Series debut. How will he do in his only start of Season 4? As he's replacing Courtney Lynn for the final 3 races, failed to qualify the last 2 weeks. And we talked about 7 drivers battling for a championship. You have another 35 drivers who don't care about a championship. They want to go to victory lane to finish off what's been either a good, a mid, or a terrible season. They want to finish their season with a trip to victory lane. Andrew Williams, as I said, will finish 35th because remember, Sam Tenney did not make the race as he failed to qualify. They're 4 wide back there. 4 wide. That could be a little sketchy. S Redmen right there in the yellow and green 86 coming through the front. As we are on lap number 4, these drivers cannot make it 107 laps on 1 tank of fuel. We will be seeing pit stops in this race. Oh boy, they're trying to wreck in the back. They're still like nearly 4 wide. As Andrew Williams is leading this race. As we're on lap number 5, going to be putting 5 laps on the board, working lap number 6. How about the rookie Jordan Hitchcock trying to lead his first ever lap in the Red Bull GT Series? as looks like he's going to do so. And he does. First ever lap led for Jordan Hitchcock. This is a driver who'll be making his full-time series debut next season. And he'll still be eligible for the Rookie of the Year honor. So good thing he's going to get a race under his belt before the Red Bull Rookie Showcase for Season 5. Boy, they're trying to get 4 wide there in the back. We're still green, though. That's good. Trendy Lee on the inside of the United States Army Corvette. A lot of drivers who won't be back for Season 5. They want to end off their careers for now a trip to victory lane, believe it or not. As Trendy Lee looking underneath Jordan Hitch, trying to take the lead. Hitchcock fighting back. Keizer's fighting back as well. Let's go 3 wide for the race lead. And looks like Trinity Lee is going to get it unless Hitchcock fights back. Nope, Lee's got it. So Trinity Lee, Andrew Williams got a little tight. Car in the wall. That's the 3 of Sebastian Palmer. As he got up a little high up into the safer barrier. Oh, they're crashing! Crash! Bianchi on the wall. Sean Art's involved. Chaz Farmer's involved. Caution is out for the first time tonight here at Homestead. We're racing back to the caution. First caution of the night here at Homestead. That was a major hit. Bianchi is involved. Sean Art looks like his season's going to come to a disappointing end. Chaz Farmer and Sebastian Palmer. Don't think Palmer got a lot of damage out of that. Palmer's not battling for the championship. So 4 drivers involved. And the caution's out for the first time tonight. Let's jump back, look at the replay, see what happened in the early stages here at Homestead. Well, you knew the racing was going to get really tight there. Let's go to the 6 of Sean. I think he's going to get hooked. Or it looks like Bianchi got hooked by Sean. Took 4 cars into the wall. I have to see, was there contact or did the 98 not get enough room? Let's see. Let's go helicopter. Oh, the 62 pushed the 98. Okay. So that was Jonathan Wong, it looks like. He pushed the 98 up into Sean, and nowhere for Sebastian Palmer or Chaz Farmer to go. Hard licks for those drivers. The good news is Sean wrecked a couple of cars. The bad news is Sean Art got caught up in his own carnage. So that's a shame for Sean, as he's going to end off his season on a disappointing note. And Jesse's probably going to do the ha-ha to him in the end of the race. So tough break for Sean, who, by the way, just recently had a birthday. And this is probably not the best birthday gift he wanted. So the caution's out for the first time today, or tonight here at Homestead. Let's get to the restart. Green flag going to come back out on lap number 14 of 107. Top 10 as we go back to green. Andrew Williams, the leader. Trendy Lee, second. Jordan Hitchcock, third. Eric Alpha, fourth. Emma Keizer, fifth. Skylar Taylor, sixth. R.B. Gardner, seventh. Banko Seaman, Logan Williams, Timo Mauser. That is your top 10. Drivers out from that incident, just the 3 that were involved: Sean Art, Lucian Bianchi, and Chaz Farmer out of the race. Of course, Sean will be back with that 16 next season, but Farmer and Bianchi, not the way they want to end off their seasons, and that's a tough break for them. So, and what might be the final time we will see Chaz Farmer in that car, but he might be in the truck series, with Ricky Cervantes going forward. All right, looks like we are going to go back to green flag racing, single file restart, nobody a lap down. 39 drivers on the lead lap and still in the race as we're going to get ready to take our first restart of the evening here at Charlotte. As there goes the pace car out onto the track. And here we come to the green flag, and we are back underway here at Homestead. Let's see how these drivers will do with a single file restart, but I wouldn't be surprised if we break out the double wide, which we are doing that right now. As Jordan Hitchcock trying to go the inside of the 8 of the 04. And so far, so good. Everybody's taking it easy. Hitchcock leads. His first ever race he's led in the Red Bull GT Series. I know he'll lead some in next season's Red Bull GT Series for Season 5. Had to take care of some spams on X. That gets a little bit of annoying if you ask me. Skylar Taylor just got loose. Let's check back of the field. Sebastian Palmer didn't get a lot of damage, just probably got a little paint scrape, but he is right now up to speed. As these drivers just moving around, trying to get some. There's Cody Smart. This is his final start as a full-time driver. Of course, he will be focusing more on his attention on being with Sonia and Green Jr., which is my daughter and his son, Green Jr. As they're 4 wide with championship contender. Oh, contact! That was close. Annie Crenshaw and Sarah Redmond nearly got together. That could have been a big wreck that could have been avoided. Oh, they're 4 wide up ahead. This is not going to end well. Oh, no. And around goes Vanco Seaman into the wall. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Oh, Fitzwater's into the catch fence. Luna Farmer, big wreck in turn 3. Caution's out. Zachary Fitzwater, Takashi, Packett, Matty Crenshaw's involved. Who's that smoking? That's Reagan Whitlock. Cody Goforth, one of the championship contenders involved. Oh boy. And the caution is out. Looks like Sarah Redmond's coming to pit road. This must be a scheduled pit stop. Caution is out for the second time. That's a shame for Seaman, Reagan Whitlock, Campbell Marsh, Fitzwater, Farmer, Takashi, Packett, Matty Crenshaw. Well, she'll be off of probation. Sebastian Palmer, Cody Goforth. I think some of these drivers are coming to pit road for a routine pit stop. So caution's out for the second time tonight. Let's jump back and look at a replay to see what happened as we just had a little wreck. Big wreck in turn number 3. Well, I can tell you this is going to start off of turn 4, or turn 2 rather. I don't know if Mauser came down or if Seaman came up. Whatever the case, Seaman just got dumped by Timo Mauser. Unfortunately, there's where the 60 gets a piece of it. Wow, Henrietta Fitzwater, that was a shot into the safer barrier. Luna Farmer had nowhere to go. And yes, Cody Goforth got involved, one of our championship contenders. How did Zachary Fitzwater get involved? Okay, let's go to helicopter. This should give us the tail. Just nowhere for. Watch the 59. Watch the shot of the 59. Wham! In the wall. Campbell Marsh was there. The 01 got a piece of it. That was Dana Monroe. Yep. Matty Crenshaw. There's Brooke Packett. Reagan Whitlock got a piece of the 36. And there's Cody Goforth. Let's take it on board with Cody Goforth. On board, championship contender Cody Goforth. Gonna see the wreck, and let's see what he sees. Yeah, he definitely got a piece of it. As Cody Goforth, it could have been a lot worse for Cody Goforth, but as the caution's out for the second time tonight, let's get to the restart here at Homestead. Well, we're going to go back to green on lap 24 of 107. Jordan Hitchcock, the leader. Andrew Williams, second. Skylar Taylor, third. Eric Alpha, fourth. Trinity Lee in the fifth. R.B. Gardner, Reggie Fogelman, Emma Keizer, Logan Williams, and Punzo Albanus. That is your top 10. More drivers out of the race after that incident. They are Campbell Marsh, Reagan Whitlock, Brooke Packett, Henrietta Fitzwater, Vinko Seaman, and Alexander Underwood out of the race. They joined Sean Art, Lucian Bianchi, and Chaz Farmer, who have all gone behind the wall and out of the race. So we've already had 2 cautions, and we're only on lap number 24 of this race of 107. That is the scheduled distance. And we'll see if Cody Goforth is going to be up to speed or not. As the pace car is off. So one Art family member left in the race. That would be Jessie. And she's, by the way, a championship contender as we are back to green here at Homestead. While these drivers are going to get up to speed, I'm going to take this opportunity to say thank you to the drivers for signing up for Season 4 of the Red Bull GT Series. I know with a 30 race scheduled and, starting in February, ending in December, it took us 10 months, but hey, we've had a lot of fun on this great journey, and just want to say thank you guys for all that, and I can't wait to do Season 5 whenever I have a date for that, which, by the way, will happen right after the Oreo Cup Series season ends, and also after the second season of Trucks, Busch, and Winston Cup. So that will be a TBD when I will start that 5th season of this series. Skylar Taylor right now underneath Jordan Hitchcock. So I'm trying to look to find out where our championship contenders are. I think the highest is right there, coming up there, up to the front. That's Jesse R. Oh, no, they're 4 wide. Oh, no, I've seen this play before. Okay. Okay, they've settled back down to 3 wide, but I'm getting a little concerned about this as we're looking at last year's Rookie of the Year, Elena Aurora. There's one of our championship. Actually, here comes a couple of our title contenders. Langeland, J Ard, Cervantes up here at the front. As they're really they're just all over the place. I bet their cars are just not handling well, because remember, they've been on these same tires since the start of the race. Keep that in mind. And we already had one championship contender almost get taken out of championship contention, that would be Cody Goforth. We talked about it in the pre-race show earlier today on YouTube, or just before this race, how these drivers, with Homestead Miami Speedway, on this version that we're running, you can run 3 and 4 wide. You just need to give each other plenty of room. And the racing can be a little bit fierce, if you ask me. They're 4 wide for the lead up ahead. So we're going to check on this 4 wide. Oh, Skylar Taylor almost got together with Jordan Hitchcock. That would have been a, quote, a rude introduction to the series for Jordan Hitchcock by Skylar Taylor. Let's check the back of the field. Zachary Fitzwater, Sebastian Palmer, Takashi, and Luna Farmer off the pace. Same with Cody Goforth. So it's looking likely Cody Goforth's championship hopes might be done, but he's going to need a lot of help if he wants to win the championship. But we still have a long way to go, folks. Right now, Jordan Hitchcock currently is still the race leader. It's been going to be a long night. Yeah, Cody Goforth has lost the draft, so it looks like Cody Goforth's championship hopes, unfortunately, are going to be done. Unless more championship contenders that are ahead of him in the points get involved. Let's find the outgoing champion of this series. That would be Kyler Anderson, running in 21st. Last season, Kyler Anderson won the championship. This season, he is now the outgoing champion. So he's going to look to finish this season on with a trip to victory lane. But as I said, he's going to be, quote, the outgoing champion of the series, as Jonathan Wong is now going to take the race lead. Jonathan Wong, we'll see him in a couple of weeks with the Oreo Cup Series season starting up, as he will try to attempt to qualify for the Daytona 500. As Jordan Hitchcock really been impressive in his debut race here tonight, as he's currently leading this race in his only start of the year. Can't wait to see what he can do for season 5 whenever I start that series up again. And of course, after this recording is done, I will be now focusing my attention on the rest of the Oreo Cup Series um, season. Pick up that series as of this recording sometime next week. Andrew Williams as Reggie Fogelman. What could be his final start of the season for him in the Red Bull GT Series? Since it's looking very likely he will not be back in this series for Season 5. Plus, the signups for Season 5 are already closed as of this recording. So Reggie Fogelman will look to finish up his season. Do not know how many seasons I will do for this series, the Red Bull GT Series. I'm not going to push the envelope just yet. There's Ricky Cervantes, one of our championship contenders, coming up here at the front. Let's see where our Rookie of the Year contenders are running. Redmond 21st, Shyla 25th. As of now, Sarah Redmond will take home the Rookie of the Year honors as far as that is concerned. But in terms of the championship is concerned, it's looking Cervantes' way. But as I said before, we still have a pit stop that still needs to be made for these drivers. We also got to worry about traffic coming up ahead for these drivers. This is the most laps this 8 car has led all season, believe it or not. Of course, Courtney Lynn, who by the way is here at the track. Of course, she's not wasn't going to run the final 3 races anyway. And she's going to get ready to prepare herself for the Oreo Cup Series journey that she's got coming up starting next week, which will begin at Daytona. And just like last season for the Oreo Cup Series, we are not going to have a clash. We're going to go straight into Daytona. And of course, the format is going to be different for the Oreo Cup Series. We'll have pole day qualifying on Saturday, the race on Sunday going forward. But to make sure it doesn't affect the NASCAR events for 2026, we are moving it to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or maybe later, depending how long the race will last. Jordan Hitchcock has been very. Jordan Hitchcock has been really learning a lot in this race. There's Bradley Reim in the 21, going to be another season. We'll see him in the Red Bull GT Series in Season 5. I know Brooke Packett will see her in the Oreo Cup Series on a part-time schedule. Now we're already about to complete 51 laps, and we're almost time to make a pit stop. Ooh, Kyle Langeland almost got turned by Andrew Williams. That's, by the way, another championship contender, Kyle Langeland, by the way. I'll tell you this right now. We saw this in qualifying last night. When drivers were trying to get on the pit road, they had a lot of troubles on that access road. So we'll see how many times we're going to see that a lot in this race tonight. If that access road is going to come play a factor in this race. We're also at the midway point of tonight's race. Thank you all for spending your early Christmas week with us. So we're 4 wide for second right there. Oh, we're nearly 5 wide. 5 wide would have been a death sentence with these drivers, but thankfully, they're crashing! Couple of championship contenders are involved! I think Cervantes has been collected! Yes, he has! The points leader out of the race and out of the championship just like that! The caution is out! Kyle Langland's involved! That's his championship hopes done! Oh my goodness. The caution is out. And it looks like these drivers are going to make some pit stops as we're past the midway point of the race. But the championship leader is out of this race. Kyle Langeland looks like his championship hopes are done. Reggie Fogelman is out of the race. And here come the leaders. On the pit road. What a shame for Ricky Cervantes. While these drivers are making their pit stops, let's jump back a little replay to see what happened in our third caution of the evening, just past the midway point of tonight's race. You knew it was going to happen when they were going 4 wide. Same thing we saw there. Jonathan Wong, nowhere to go. Yep, Langland was involved. That's 2 of our championship contenders collected, and Cervantes on top of the wall, almost into the catch fence. Thankfully, landed on all 4 wheels. And there's Kyle Langeland. Sadly, his championship hopes are done, as is Ricky Cervantes and Reggie Fogelman. This is not the way he wanted to end off his season. The caution is out for the 3rd time today. Let's head to the restart here at Homestead. We have hit 50 laps to go in the season, 49 when we take the green flag. It'll be Jordan Hitchcock, the leader, Lane Aurora in 2nd, Andrew Williams 3rd, Bradley Reim 4th, Monica Towns 5th, Trinity Lee 6th, 7th, Skylar Taylor, Cody Smart, Josh Harmon, Logan Williams will complete your top 10. Reggie Fogelman, Ricky Cervantes, Kyle Langeland out of the race. Kyle Langeland, Ricky Cervantes out of the championship. Oh, and Cody Goforth still in the battle for the championship, but it is a long shot. So now I think we can safely say it's going to come down to more than likely J Ard or Sarah Redmond. They're restarting 12th and 13th. Shyla's 16th. So it's looking likely J Askraov is going to be out of the running as far as the championship is concerned. Alexander Underwood's already out of the race, so his championship hopes is also done. Cody Goforth was also another driver who was kind of a long shot. We can say his championship hopes are more than likely going to be done. So it's looking like it's going to come down between the two ladies. One from Texas, one from Florida. As we are back to green here at Homestead. Who would have had that scenario coming into this race? Probably would have been me, if you ask me. I don't know about you guys. As here comes Elena Aurora. The one thing I would really want to see is not have the championship be ending early before 107. Before lap 107. I would like to see it go to the end of the distance. And I don't think I don't think Shyla is going to gain any points on Sarah Redmond. Because if we have more drivers out of the race, I think we can safely say Sarah Redmond will lock up the Rookie of the Year title. The question's going to be, can she finish ahead of J Ard? That's going to be the big question. We are definitely guaranteed a female champion. The question is, will it be J Ard or will it be Sarah Redmond? Like I said, one out of Texas, one out of Florida. It's Texas versus Florida. This is not the SEC for crying out loud. This is the Red Bull GT Series. I think these drivers will definitely have enough fuel to make it the rest of the way. The question is, are they going to have any tires left to go the rest of the way from now till lap 107? Or have we not seen our last pit stop of the season and in this race? Because for Shyla Askarov, she needed to lead the most laps and win the race. Well, she has not led the most laps, I can tell you that for sure, so it's really impossible for her to win the championship. But I think it's now down between Redmond or J Ard that's going to take the championship. Because I don't think Shyla is going to gain on Sarah Redmond unless Sarah Redmond gets in a wreck. And for Shyla to win the Rookie of the Year honor, she would need to win the race and have Sarah Redmond finish 29th or worse. Well, it's looking like that may not happen. But never say never in this series. I know a lot of you on YouTube are just anticipating what's going to happen in this final, soon to be 40 laps of this event. Caution! Fourth caution of the night here at Homestead. Who brought the yellow? It's Shyla Askarov! She has been collected in something. And if Shyla falls out of the race, that's going to do it for the Rookie of the Year honors. Ponzo Albanus. Oh, don't tell me DVR took each other out. Don't tell me DVR drivers took each other out. Luke Knight will go absolutely insane if that's the case. And that was definitely not the caution Elena Aurora wanted to see. As the caution's out for the fourth time tonight, let's jump back like a replay to see what happened to J Askraov. Well, it looks like 4 wide went bad, this time off of turn number 2. Well, I don't know if the 86 looks like she came up, Shyla came down, so contact between the two drivers battling for the Rookie of the Year honors. I'm just going to say that was a racing deal, and Ponzo was involved. So I don't know how Luke Knight's going to view that one. I think that's just one of those racing deals where you don't know who came up, who came down, who to put fault on. I think it's just the way these cars are all over the place. And boy, a couple of other drivers almost got collected. But J Askraov, who is a long shot going for the Rookie of the Year championship as well as the championship, I think we can safely say this Rookie of the Year title is going to be wrapped up. But Shyla, not the way she wanted. She was 17th at the time of the incident. The yellow's out for the fourth time tonight. Let's get to the restart here at Homestead. We're going to go back to green on lap number 71 of 107. That would give us 37 laps to go. Lena Aurora, the leader. Trinity Lee, second. Logan Williams, third. Monica Downs, fourth. Cody Smart, fifth. Skylar Taylor, J Ard, Jordan Hitchcock, Andrew Williams, and Matthew Hubert, the top 10. Really good job for Jordan Hitchcock in his debut race. Ponzo Albanus is out of the race. J Askraov has continued on. But with the damage, I think we can go ahead and safely just confirm this now. S Redmen will be your Season 4 NR2003 Red Bull GT Series Rookie of the Year. It is now official. Because I do not see J Askraov with the damage that she's got, unless the 86 gets involved, then I don't see how the 07 is going to gain up a lot of points. And of course, the 07 is already out of the hunt for the championship. So I don't know how much damage the 86 has. We'll have to keep an eye on her on this restart. Otherwise, the championship is going to J Ard more than likely, unless J Ard gets involved in a wreck. But again, never say never in this series. Not trying to jinx anybody, okay? And the green flag is back in the air. We're back underway. Surprisingly, we haven't had any lap traffic that's caused any problem. We almost had it happen before the third caution came out. Lena Aurora, currently the race leader. Currently battling with Trinity Lee in the 23. Those are teammates, by the way, at DVR, those two ladies, the 23 and the 13. Trinity Lee comes into this race 11th in the points, still looking for her first win on the season. Lena Aurora looking for her third win of the year. She's 16th in points, so these two ladies have had a quiet season. Would be nice to see Trinity Lee's really improved a lot this season in the Red Bull GT Series, as they're nearly 4 wide. And it's going to be the 4 females being 4 wide. And looks like the damage on Sarah Redmond has not affected her race car. Oh, careful, careful. Careful, they're nearly 5 wide. Oh, this is like a hornet's nest. Oh, there they go. There goes Cody Smart around on the back straightaway. And he collected his teammate Annie Crenshaw. Oh, Crenshaw's been slammed. That was Jonathan Wong and Zachary Fitzwater. Caution number 5 is out. Oh, Cody Smart did not need to have something like this happen to him. I guess we want more carnage, in the words of Sean Art, knowing him. But the caution's out for the 5th time tonight. There's Annie Crenshaw, Zachary Fitzwater. It looks like his night's going to come to an end. So, caution's out again, 5th one of the night. Let's jump back, look at the replay, see what happened to Annie Crenshaw. Well, I saw this. I knew this was going to happen with another install for 2. And it looks like Skylar got loose, bounced off the 15. That's where she makes contact with Hubert, and that's what shot Hubert up into Cody Smart. And then just nowhere for Annie Crenshaw to go. And we all thought Annie Crenshaw was going to be fine, but here comes somebody who's going to just come in there not slowing down. That would be Jonathan Wong. And just nailed Annie Crenshaw and also nailed Zachary Fitzwater in the process. So apparently another 4-car wreck, but Cody Smart did not get any damage, whereas the other 3 were not so lucky. So Annie Crenshaw, her season's now done. That was a big hit. Thankfully, she's okay. Not the way her season wanted to end. 20th in points. Cody Smart, 22nd in points. He's going to continue on. But Zachary Fitzwater looks like his season might come to an end, as he came into this race 21st in the points. So the yellow's out for the 5th time today. Let's get to the restart here at Homestead. Well, the season's getting closer and closer to being done, as we're going to be back to green on lap number 80 of 107. 28 laps to go when we take the green. Monica Towns, Trinity Lee, Elena Aurora, Logan Williams, Matthew Hubert. That's your top 5. Hitchcock, Taylor, Keizer, Harmon, Mauser. That is your top 10. And yes, I have confirmed it. Shyla Askraov is not going to gain enough points to beat Sarah Redmond, so we can officially say Sarah Redmond is confirmed. She will be your Rookie of the Year. The question is she going to be the champion over J Ard? We're going to find that out in a bit. Out of the race is Zachary Fitzwater, Annie Crenshaw, and Jonathan Wong. So both of the Fitzwaters who are in this race are both out. Just like that. There's the rest of the field that are out of this race as well. Well, at least I'm glad it's not at Toronto where all hell broke loose. As we're going to take the restart here and get ready to go back to green flag racing. All of the drivers that were involved in our 4 cautions before that 5th one came out, they've all been checked and released from the medical center, so that's good news there. Quiet run for Monica Towns. Quiet run. Monica Towns, who came in mid-season to replace Jogan Smith, or Jogan Schmidt. She's really done a good job in a limited schedule. Of course, she's going to continue to run some part-time races in the Oreo Cup Series for 2026. Just want to finish what has been a struggling effort for the 20. So these drivers who are looking forward to seeing what they can do. Elena Aurora. There's Logan Williams, Trinity Lee in fourth. Good quiet run for Trinity. Of course, we'll see her in the Oreo Cup Series coming up in at Daytona next week. So we're really excited to see what she can do. There's Skylar Taylor, Bradley Reim, Josh Harmon, Eric Alpha, Sarah Redmond. Sarah Redmond coming into this race was ahead of J Ard by 16 points. For Jessie to win the championship, she would need to finish 17 spots ahead of Sarah Redmond. Right now, it might be Sarah Redmond who could take the championship. But anything can still happen in the next 22 laps of this event. And for one last time, I get to say this. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the World Racing Association, the Blue Hedgehog TV, for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction or rebroadcast or retransmitted or any other disseminations or the use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the World Racing Association, the Blue Hedgehog TV, is prohibited. Blue Hedgehog TV want to thank you fans for your support. We hope you enjoyed this season and tonight's broadcast here at Homestead Miami Speedway. You know, I think the headlines going into season 5 for this series, as we're, now under 20 laps of racing to go, I think the headlines we're going to have is are we going to have another? We've had 4 champions, and it's male in the odd years. In the even years, it's been a female driver. Will that trend continue? Because there's like 3 storylines we'll talk about. That's, by the way, storyline number 1. The second one, can anybody stop DVR's dominance? As they're about to win as they have now won the Rookie of the Year for the last 3 years. Can anyone stop the DVR dominance, or will DVR just continue to dominate this series? I know some people have not been quote-unquote complaining about that recently, just an FYI. And who could be the contenders that could be hoping for a turnaround after a struggling season? So I think those are the 3 storylines. Will the pattern of male and female champions continues, or are we going to have a back-to-back champion? Can anyone stop DVR and going and trying to do something that's never been done since the introduction of this series back in season 1, which is go 4 in a row since the Rookie of the Year honors was implemented in season 2? We'll have to wait and see. Another thing I don't think we've discussed, who would be our former winners at Homestead Miami Speedway. We raced here in season 2 on the channel. The defending winner of this race is E Keizer. Right there. She's looking to go 2 for 2 in wins here at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Of course, that was when we had this race being the penultimate race of the season, whereas this is now the finale. Bradley Reim and Sarah Redmond nearly got together. I can also say that neither J Ard nor Sarah Redmond has led at all tonight. Boy, I can tell you this for certainty. We might have a female headlines after tonight's race. Possibly a female driver going to victory lane, a female driver winning Rookie of the Year to the no surprise of everybody in the community, and a female champion. Are we really that surprised, to be quite honest with you? Absolutely not. 14 for Sarah Redmond, 6 for J Ard. That's 8 spots. That's still not enough for J Ard to get it done. Remember, for J Ard to win the championship, she would need to finish 18 spots ahead of Sarah Redmond, which is looking very unlikely. It's not going to happen. So she would need Sarah Redmond to finish 21st or worse if she's going to claim the championship. Right now, it's looking like that's not going to happen as we're inside the final 10 laps of this season. Matthew Hubert, J Ard trying her best, trying to pull it, trying to do something. And Sarah Redmond trying to do something that's only happened once on the channel. A driver win the championship in their rookie year. The last one did it, this lady right here, Addison Peterson in season 2. Excuse me. Had to take a drink there. Sorry about that. Almost choked myself to death. Just past 150 miles. Elena Aurora. We can definitely say Elena Aurora has not had, as Cody likes to call it, the sophomore slump. She's actually had a very good second season, which is really unexpected. I bet nobody expected her to possibly get her third win of the year. Oh, by the way, tying Lucian Bianchi, or no, tying Ponzo Albanus for the most wins this season. You may not have the most wins, Right now it's 9. We'll keep an eye on where Redmond finishes. But Elena Aurora, the Spaniard, trying to pick up her 3rd win on the season. There is traffic up ahead. I don't know if they're going to have any laps to catch lap traffic. I don't know. We will have to wait and see. Next time by, 3 laps of racing to go. Timo Mauser had the fastest lap of the race. He's running in 12th. As we have 26 drivers still on the lead lap. Nobody a lap down or more. 27th on down to 42nd. In the words of Elijah, smelled what the rock was cooking and did not reach the conclusion of the race. Two laps to go in the season. Jesse is 7th. Redmond is 15th. I think it's going to be game over for J Ard, but she's going to do her best. Next time by, the white flag in the air. One more lap in the final race of the season. Flagman has the white flag in his hand. It's the final lap of season 4. Elena Aurora is looking like she's going to win her 3rd race of the season. Here she comes. Checker flag is in the air. Elena Aurora will win the season finale at Homestead. And Sarah Redmond, for the 2nd time in the NR2003 Red Bull GT Series, a rookie has taken the championship. Sarah Redmond is the Season 4 NR2003 Red Bull GT Series champion, in addition to being the Rookie of the Year. Holy cow. And Redmond didn't have anybody to be her team owner, believe it or not, coming into the season. And she will be back in Season 5 as the defending Red Bull GT Series champion. That is how we end off Season 4, ladies and gentlemen. So Elena Aurora will go to victory lane for the 3rd time this season. Monica Towns will have to settle for 2nd. A great finish to her season. Trinity Lee will make it 2 DVR drivers on the podium in 3rd. Emma Keizer, Matthew Hubert, a top 5 run. Wonderful run for Matthew Hubert to finish his season on a high. Andrew Williams gets 6th. Great run for him. J Ard. She did everything in her power to win the championship. Did everything. But will definitely come up short. And she will get 7th. Was not enough to get her the championship. Logan Williams finished in 8th. How about Jordan Hitchcock in his debut race? Finished in 9th. Stayed inside the top 10. Led a good part of this race. Gets a top 10 run in 9th. And also a good result for Eric Alpha, as he will finish off his rookie year on a high, as he will finish in the 10th position. Timo Mauser, Josh Harmon, Addison Peterson, R.B. Gardner, and Skylar Taylor were your top 15 after this race. Sarah Redmond definitely has won the championship. She did, even though she did lose 9 spots to J Ard, it was still enough for her to take the championship because she did finish ahead of Ricky Cervantes, as far as I know. If you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results, yep, it is confirmed. Sarah Redmond did finish ahead of Cervantes by 16 spots, which is enough for her to win the championship more than likely. 26 drivers finished the race. Sebastian Palmer was the last car to finish on the lead lap. Nobody finished a lap down or more, and the rest of these drivers did not reach the conclusion of the race as they smelled what the rock was cooking. Zachary Fitzwater, Annie Crenshaw, Jonathan Wong, Ponzo Albanus. What a shame, as it could have been so much greater for him to get in the championship fight, but it was just not meant to be for him. So I bet he'll be very disappointed with that result. Reggie Fogelman, Ricky Cervantes, who came in as the points leader, had a chance to win the championship, got taken out in that wreck. Same with K Langeland. What a shame for those two drivers. Campbell Marsh, Reagan Whitlock, what could be his final start in this series? We don't know. Brooke Packett, Henrietta Fitzwater, Vanko Seaman, Alexander Underwood, J Ard, Lucien Bianchi, and Chaz Farmer all out of the race after we worked 5 cautions to finish this series. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who tuned in to the Red Bull GT series each and every Monday. It was very much been a pleasure for me to do this fun series. So congratulations to Elena Aurora on the win. Congratulations to Sarah Redmond on winning not just the Rookie of the Year honors, but taking home the Season 4 Red Bull GT Series champion. She will be back in Season 5 as the defending Red Bull GT Series champion. Hope you guys enjoyed this race. Hope you guys enjoyed this season. I had a lot of fun bringing it to you all. If you guys enjoyed this race and this season, make sure you give this video a like. Make sure you subscribe to become part of the World Racing Association crew today. We've shown you your full finisher results. Your final point standings are down in the description to confirm everything I've said. We'll see you guys whenever Season 5 will get started for the Red Bull GT Series. But up next, we have the Oreo Cup Series to handle next week. Pole Day qualifying on Saturday, the race on Sunday after Christmas. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I'm D DeVos. Thank you for joining me for this season and saying good night from Homestead Miami Speedway. And goodbye on the World Racing Association, the greatest racing since 2013. This has been Season 4 of the Red Bull GT Series. Until then, arrivederci, everyone.